Yes lads, how's it going? Max here, and today welcome back to another episode of Talk Tottenham, the series where you guys get involved on Twitter, you send in your comments, send in your feedback, we have a little discussion, you guys go mental in the comment section talking about whatever you like about Tottenham Hotspur, and this is a very exciting time at the moment to be a Spurs fan. Obviously you had the Arsenal game last night. Sorry, just needed to get that out of the way. So I'm not going to sit here this episode, I'm not going to talk about last night. It was a great result for Spurs. Crystal Palace, well, 3-0. They were unbelievable, and we'll leave it at that. I mean, I'm happy. You're happy. We're all happy. There's one other thing that I need to quickly talk about that I'm not going to talk about. Do you think Spurs are going to win the league? I would love to sit here and tell you guys, yes, Spurs are going to win the league, but Chelsea are in our way. So, I don't know. This is something that's out of my hands. It's not even something I want to think about, because you just got to keep on going. We've just got to keep on winning. We've got Bournemouth coming up on Saturday, obviously. We smashed Watford 4-0. It could have been 7 or 8. Sonny could have got a hat-trick. Kane was back in the squad. What else happened? We obviously... everything happened that game. We hit the crossbar. Oh, it was brilliant. Watford couldn't get going. The first 20 minutes, it was about... well, yeah, it was 0-0 for about 20 minutes. And Watford... once the first goal went in, that was it. Tottenham were just all over him. Dele Alli, the absolute screamer. What a season he's having. Honestly, he's having one of the best seasons a youngster I've seen in the Premier League. He just gets better every game he plays. We've still got Danny Rose to come back. Obviously, Lloris was back, which was great to see. Because, I mean, how much you guys love him, I don't know. But I think he's the best keeper in the league. That's not even being biased. Obviously, I think David De Gea is brilliant. But Lloris is just on another level at times. I mean, that's something else we could talk about. Trippier put in a man of the match performance as well. I mean, how good is that guy? He can get in any Premier League team. There's so much to talk about. And in this episode, I've picked out a few different things to talk about other than the normal league situation. Who do I want to sign? And we are going to talk about a couple of players from last night, which did impress me. So let's get into this. Welcome back to another Talk Tottenham episode. Let's get cracking. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button, that would be greatly appreciated. And let's move into the first comment of the episode. Do you think Zaha will be a good signing for Spurs? If so, why? The reason I've put this, the first comment, is obviously they played last night. It's fresh in my memory. Zaha was brilliant. I think he got two assists. So I thought I'd obviously double check, even though I watched the game. The first one, it got played in down the right, whipped in, and obviously Townsend popped that in. Ex-Spurs, everyone was buzzing about that. And obviously the other one was... he pulled it back and Kabay with an absolutely brilliant finish. We won't talk about that game too much. It was just nice to see Zaha playing well, because obviously we've been linked with him. I'd love to see him at Spurs. I think that's that bit of spark that we need. I don't care about the skills. Like, you can just... he's the sort of person I'd sign, be like, when you've got a corner, leave him on the halfway line and we can break out. He has got burning. He's blistering pace. His pace would just be so good. He'd link up with Kane, Ali. Oh, can you just imagine it? It would be beautiful. There's obviously Ross Barkley talk. Ross Barkley wouldn't go straight into our team. I feel Zaha could be a player to go straight into our team, but then you've got to think, if we get Champions League, other players are going to be like interested in coming to the club. Oh, it's exciting times to be a Spurs fan, so you just never know, but I would happily take him. Second comment coming in, how much do you think we need Wanyama, or can Eric Dyer do it? Now, the reason I've chose this comment is because I feel Eric Dyer can do Wanyama's job, but having Wanyama start on the team sheet with Dembele means you can put Dyer in the back three with Vertonghen and Toby, bearing like they're all fit, and that is why now I feel like you need them both starting in the team. Wanyama's been a vital part to our team. He gives Dembele that like free roam option of, because you know that Wanyama's going to sit in front of that back four and he's always going to be there. So it'd be nice to see him back against Bournemouth. I mean, it's one of those games you probably could go without him, because obviously look how good we are at the lane, but I want the full Spurs team. I want the full shrimp team, because the full shrimp team that's going to be playing in that will be playing in the week after game for the semi-final against Chelsea at Wembley, which I'm going to. I thought I'd just chuck that out there. I will be doing a Spurs vlog, so keep an eye out for that. Matthew says, Spurs with yet another incredible performance. Wish Son would have finished the chance for his hat-trick. I know he had so many chances, but a great result. It was a great result, 4-0. Obviously, we didn't concede. I just thought we looked perfect. There hasn't been many times in the last few years where I just thought, you know what, this Tottenham team, every time we go forward, we look like we're going to score. You've got Ali, Eriksen's in fine form, Kane wasn't even playing. Obviously he came on, but we look like we're going to score even when Kane isn't on the pitch. And then people are saying, oh yeah, you're a one-team wonder. I'm sorry, but that might have been the case when we had Bale. Obviously, we had Modric, Van der Vaart, like really good players, but Bale kind of carried us. There's not one person in this team that's carrying us. We're a whole unit, and that's what Pochettino's done, and that's why I love it so much, and that's why I enjoy doing these episodes, because I feel like I know what I'm talking about. I watch Tottenham every single game, whether I go to the game and whether I don't, I'm just passionate for it. We are playing so well, we're in such a strong position, it's ours to throw away. I mean, look at the confidence going throughout the team. Look at what's going on people like Arsenal Fan TV. You've got them literally having fights in their own stadium because they're not sure whether they want their manager in or out. I mean, it's beautiful. It is beautiful to watch, because let's just hope Wenger signs a new 5-year deal. The Jansen fan is back, and he says, is Jansen going to play more than 5 minutes because Kane is back? Would you be happy if we stay second and win the FA Cup? Yes. I'll answer that straight away. Yes, I think any Spurs fan would be a bit deluded to say they wouldn't be happy to finish second, because then what? The only other option would be to win the league and to not win the FA Cup, but that's not looking very likely. If we were top by 7 points or so, I'd be like, yeah, we've got to go for it. It's ours to lose. But right now, give me the FA Cup. I'd snap it straight out your hands right now and take second place. 3 or 4 seasons ago, we were struggling to get in the Champions League, and now we're looking like we've got a young team. We're playing good football. We look like minimum expectation is Champions League. And that's what us Spurs fans need to... Well, we just can't be jumping the gun too quickly. We're jumping from this stone all the way to this one over here. We're not taking it season by season. It's hard to put into words, but Pochettino is like that manager that everyone respects, and they know they just can't get ahead of themselves, because that's the best way to put it. We can't get ahead of ourselves. Take each game as it comes. We're unbeaten at White Hart Lane, for Christ's sake. You got to just take it as it is at the moment, and I'm enjoying every single minute of it. I don't know about you. But to answer the main question, is Jansen going to play? The answer is going to be no for me. You've got Golden Boot winner Harry Kane literally coming back from a small injury, and why wouldn't you play him? Like, you need goals. We need goals. We want to see goals. You want to see Kane play. Everyone knows how much of a threat we are when Ali, Eriksen and Kane are going forward. And it would just be silly not to start him. So, unfortunately for Jansen, he's going to be sitting on the bench. His time might come. We'll see. Ben says Ali could be the future captaincy for country, given he keeps progressing. Also, by the way, keep doing what you're doing. Thank you very much for the nice comment, Ben. And you're 100% correct. Ali's heading in the right direction. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday to him. He's never going to see this unless anyone actually wants to crop this out of a video and put it to him on Twitter. Happy birthday, Dele Alli. Hopefully no one actually does that, because it was quite embarrassing. But no, jokes aside, I hope he had a good time. And he's honestly such a professional athlete, because he's 21 years old, like, as of today, and got like 16 goals in the Prem. I think it's 19 all season. He's scored for England, let alone playing for your country at that age. He's scored a banger for England. He's helped us be second in the league, like one of our main players all season. He's 21. Oh, it's absolutely mind-blowing. The guy is unbelievable. Connor says, would you like to see Defoe back at Spurs, and do you think this is the season we finish above Arsenal? Said it at the start, it's got to happen. It's ours to bottle if we don't finish above Arsenal. I'm sorry, like, that's out of the equation now. It's out of the equation. We don't need to talk about it. It's one of those things. It'll be lovely to get out of the way. I cannot wait to finish above Arsenal. I cannot bloody wait. But it can't be our main goal right now. We need to go to Wembley. We need to beat Chelsea. We need to make sure we secure second and do it in flying colours. Like, someone was saying to me the other day on Twitter about, oh yeah, you came third in a 2-horse race last season, blah, blah. I'm sorry, last season is completely different. That was a shock. If Leicester hadn't have done it, we would have won the league. And in this scenario, Chelsea have just been good all season, as where we've had a draw here and there. We are only heading in the right direction, and I know I keep going on about that, but it's so true, and I'd love to see Defoe back at Spurs. Whether that happens or not, who knows. He's in fine form this season, obviously. He scored for England a few weeks ago, and I'd love to see him in a Spurs shirt again. So that is going to pretty much wrap this episode of Talk Tottenham up. If you guys have enjoyed, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. If you could do me a massive favour and follow me over on my Snapchat, it's Slokesy, S-L-O-K-E-S-Y. Literally Slokes with a Y, then that would be much appreciated. Nearly got 1,000 people on there, so that would be amazing. Don't forget to hashtag until the end if you did watch this all the way through. And I'm still waiting for my 3D player model of Harry Kane, so hopefully that'll be with me soon, and obviously you'll see that sitting on my windowsill in future videos. Until then, Take care, have a day off, and I'll see you guys soon for another episode of #TalkTottenham.